Good morning. This is Liz here with Stampin' on the Rock. Today I'm going to show you a new bundle that's in the mini catalog. I got it originally because my father's birthday was coming up and it reminded me of him, and I thought it would be great for that. I wasn't sure how much else I would use it, and yet the more I'm playing with it, oh my goodness. So let me get started and share this with you. The bundle is the Trusty Tools bundle. It has the stamp set. And then there are dies that go with it, and I separated, let me just pull this out for you. I separated them out so you could see them. Okay, so these are all the dies that go, and you can purchase them separately, but together as a bundle, they're $54.75, I believe, as a bundle, or you can get them separately. But there's lots of different pieces here. And the more I played with it, the more I realized how many different ways you can do this, and it was a lot of fun. So hang on with me. Like I said, this bundle together is $54.75, and because it's celebration, not only do you have this stamp set and these dies, but check this out. As a free added bonus, you can get the Trusty Tools. Maybe it's not called Trusty Tools. It's called Trusty Toolbox Designer Series paper. Let me slide this out of here. Okay, now this paper cannot be purchased, but it can be gotten as a free option with the $50 purchase. Okay, so look at this. It has these tools, and there's different ones on each piece here. And the flip side, let's see, the flip side has just a mottled look that could be used for anything really. There's a grid paper. So think of even like architect. There's grid paper on here. Look at this. There's grid paper there, and then in this stamp set, there's a pencil. So it's not necessarily just someone who's necessarily like works with hammers and tools, if that makes sense, but there's paintbrush, so painter, like I said, the pencil that's there. Let's see. What else do we have in here? So there's nuts and bolts. This one has screwdrivers. There's a ruler there. I've used some of this already, obviously. There's just some stripes, and you have nuts and bolts or screws on this side. So yes, there's lots of different options on there. I think those are ones I already showed you. So let's put that aside, and then we'll get started. I'm not going to show you a finished card today, but you can check out my Facebook page, which is Stampin' on the Rock, or my Instagram, which is Liz Paper Crafter. And over the next few days, I'll be showing you some more ideas with this. But for right now, let me just show you the different ways that you can use these dies and stamp sets. All right. So the first one, you can take these papers here. Most of the papers that Stampin' Up! Has now has an image, has a couple papers with an image, with images that are separated like this. You could fussy cut them if you want, but there are some dies that go with them. Not all of them, but some of them. So let me show you this one. This one, there's a paintbrush here. This paintbrush will fit right over top. So you can take your scissors and cut out just roughly around that area. And then you can put that right over top and run that through your cut and emboss machine. And there you go. And there's the paintbrush. Okay, let's see. There's another one, maybe on this one here. Yep, on this one here we have a tape measure. And this one has a tape measure. Let's do it this way. The tape measure fits right over top of that. And you can run that right through. And you have this piece here. Okay, so that's the first and most simple way that you can get your little die pieces cut out. All right. Now, there aren't dies that cover all of these tools. So some of them, if you want them, you're going to have to fussy cut them out. But here, look at, there's even a pencil. There's the pencil that will cut out that pencil right there. Okay. So that was great. I love doing that. Put those there. All right. So that's the dies and the paper. And you can get these. All right. All right. Our next option. Oops, just lost a die. Hang on. Don't want to do that. All right, our next option is I'm going to take some white cardstock. Okay, just white cardstock here. And let's grab the hammer. I'm going to stamp the hammer in Memento ink. Memento ink. Okay. Let's stamp that down here. And then I'm going to do a gray hand. This is Pebbled Path. Pebbled Path is the color I'm using. But you can make your hammer whatever color you want it to be, your hammer handle. And we'll ink that up. And then we're going to do this hammer handle. Okay. And there we go. Let me show you this paintbrush while I have this out. Let's do this paintbrush because I think the paintbrush one is fun. Okay, again, I'm going to put the paintbrush in the Memento ink. We'll put that here. Okay, oh, I didn't get the very edge of that. That's okay. It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens to you. It happens to me. You ink it again. I'll flip it over. I'll put it right on this side. Press down right there. There we go. Much better. All right. And then I'm using crumb cake ink. And there's a handle piece here. So let's stamp that up. Put that right on top. There you go. Okay, so if that's not enough, which it would be, but look how fun this is. Stampin' Up! Thinks of everything in their dies. So I'm going to use real red, and look at this. There's even a piece here to get some paint on the edge of your paintbrush. How fun is that? Okay, so I'm going to stamp. That's what this little tiny piece is here, to get paint. So I'm grabbing red, but you grab whatever color you want. Okay. And look at that. So I have red paint on the end. Change it to whatever color you want. And then I can go ahead with that then and grab my die. Put that right over and cut that out. Same thing on this side. There is a hammer die. And that can go right over that. And you can roll that through your cut and emboss machine and cut that out. If you have trouble getting them, like if you're going to go ahead and put this in here and you're like, well, yeah, but every time I go and cut it, it moves on me and it doesn't stay where I want it, and I just don't get a good cut image to it. First off, I would suggest when you're running your plates through, switch them once in a while because they will get bowed. You can see this. Do you see how they get bowed like that? It's okay. But when they start, you want to just kind of rotate them. Sometimes you want to take them and flip it over and work on the other side. Sometimes you want to take your top one and put it on the bottom and put the bottom to the top. But rotating your plates on a regular basis will keep them from getting bowed too often, from getting too bowed. But if you feel like you're putting your paper down and putting your die on top and it's shifting and moving on you when you're trying to put it through the cut and emboss, lay it where you want it. Grab a Post-it note. Hold it there where you want it to be. And take your Post-it note and lay it right over top and stick it down and then run it through, and it will hold your die exactly where you want it to be so you don't have that issue. Okay, so hopefully that's a helpful tip for someone out there. All right, so those were two options so far. You can just die cut them right out of the paper. You can stamp them and customize them to the colors that you want and then die cut them out. And then one more option. I'm going to take, this is Blueberry Bushel and Basic Gray. Actually, I think this is Basic Gray. All right. Let's put these plates in here. And I'm going to grab the drill pieces. All right. And I'm not stamping anything. I'm not using the other paper. I'm using cardstock. So I'm going to lay the drill handle on the Blueberry Bushel. I'll take this Basic Gray and let's put the drill bit on here. I think I'm saying the right words for that. I'm not overly tool friendly, so maybe I'm not saying the right words, but I think I am. So we'll put those pieces on there. And let's run. There we go. Sometimes it just takes a minute to catch in. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. Sometimes you just have to, I don't know why that's happening. All right, let's try this again. Oh, my plates are not accurate at all. Hang on a second. Okay. I just switched my plates over, so maybe that bowing got to be a little too much there. Okay. All right, people, this happens to me too sometimes. Sometimes you just have to work with a little bit. We're going to switch this around and see what happens here. Okay. I did just switch my bowing on it, so maybe it was bowed a little too much. So let's try this again. But I'm not going to cut it because this is real life and it happens to you. And I want you to know when it happens to you, it happens to me. So it's okay. There we go. I switched my plates around and now it's rolling right through. All right, it happens. There we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, now I can take these and we're going to pop these out. There we go. And look at this. Can you see the detail on it? Not only did it cut it out, but it put details in here. So I have the drill is in one color, and then I have the bit in another piece. And I'll put a little tiny liquid glue right across here and stick that there, and you end up with this. How cute is that, right? So there's lots of options with this set. So for $54.75, you can get the stamp set, the dies, and as your free option to go with that then is the paper that coordinates with it. So let me put all these in here. Let's show these to you. Okay, cutting out with the paper, stamping and cutting out, and then just using cardstock. All right, so that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know by hitting that thumbs up, and if you think somebody else would benefit from that, hit that share button. That'd be awesome. Have a great week. Stay warm. It's really chilly here in the Northeast, which seems to be chilly in most places in the country at the moment. But anyway, stay warm and have a great week, and I'll talk to you sometime soon. Bye-bye.